Hi, I'm going to show you some movements to do when you're experiencing some gas, distress, constipation, and you still want to be safe for your bone density. So I'm going to start by lying down. You need to bring a tie of some kind. It can be the belt of your house coat. It could be an actual men's tie that maybe is a little bit older. So you just need something that you could bring along with you. So stop the video for a moment, go and get it, and then come on back. All right. So you're back, and we're going to be lying on the ground for this. We're going to start with the wind relieving pose, and we're going to do it a little differently because we're going to do it with the tie. So let's keep the right knee bent, and you're going to just lengthen the left leg. Now your left foot's going to flex a little bit, so we just want to keep that left leg engaged while we take our tie around the right leg, so somewhere between the knee and the ankle. And if it's a long tie, you could curl your hands a little bit. So we're not going to force anything. We're not trying to force our knee in towards the body, but what we're trying to do is give ourselves like a little movement. So it's very small. The knee just kind of moves up and down. Try to relax your shoulders, breathing. And then maybe you're going to move side to side. Now try to let it come from the movements of the hands up and down. What you might start to notice is a little bit of, a gas bubble wanting to release and move. Maybe that area that was just like so tense is starting to release a little bit. So when we do this pose, we only do it once. So spend as much time as you need to on this side before you switch sides. So I'm going to switch sides, but again, you can pause the video, continue here, and then when you're ready to release the tie, take the foot down, release the other foot, and then slide that right leg down. And then we're switching sides. So the right leg is long and flex, and the left knee will come in towards you with your tie. And start to move that knee in back and forth a little bit. And side to side a little bit. And so again, if you're starting to feel like some of the pressure is like it almost gets worse before it gets better, because could be that whatever is there, whether it's some stool that's kind of being encouraged now to move on, then you really want to spend some time. And again, spend as much time as you need to. And if you want to pause the video, go ahead. I'm going to take it down to show you the next part. So we're going to lengthen that leg and let both your feet relax for a moment. So part 3 is we're going to bend one leg at a time and then bend one at a time in. So both knees are in. The tie wraps around. Same thing with both legs now. Just gently bringing those knees in. Then we're going to create a circle, but we want our circle to go clockwise. So we're encouraging movement from our right side of our body to the left side. And so when we create the circle, just going around in a clockwise direction. So from your 12 to 3 to 6 to 9. Slowly relax your shoulders, breathe. Good. Now, even if you've got a ton of flexibility and you're able to wrap your arms around, If you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, avoid that, because that will put our spine into that vulnerable rounded position. We want to try to mitigate that. Okay, so again, you can stay here for quite a bit longer and, repeat if you want just the circles in the clockwise direction. And I'm going to take it down, but pause if you need to, so you could do more. Okay, and then just lengthen out those legs again. And just let the body do its thing. So you may notice some gas coming. Good. So on this next one, you know how sometimes we do our spinal twists. So we're going to bend both knees, but we're going to be really careful with our spinal twists. In fact, we're going to take our tie underneath our legs, underneath the knees, and on the upper side of the body. So just take that down. You're going to tie these legs together quite tight. Okay, so I want you to be able to kind of minimize your twists. So for the osteoporosis purposes, we don't want to twist too far over. And if you have a pillow, or if you want to get a pillow, you're going to place your pillow down on your left side. So we're going to start with this over towards the left side, because we're trying to, again, move through from the right side before we turn it over. So your arms can come out by your sides, or take your right hand and kind of push towards the center of the belly. If you have a shoulder that bothers you, it might be hard to do in this position. I'll show you one more thing before I end. So just a little bit of twist that way. Remember, you have a pillow, or even if you're by a wall or by your couch and you can stop yourself from falling over, you can do that twist. You can look towards the right. We're just trying to encourage things to start flowing. Good. Well, then when we go the other side, I'm going to move away from the wall because I would need support on the other side. So then when you're complete here, taking it over to the right, again, you want to have a pillow or something underneath your right side with a little bit of a movement, like a twist towards your right. See, when I come over too far, too much twist on the back, on the spine, not a good thing for the osteoporosis. So we're just going to breathe here. You can turn your head slightly to the left, breathing. Okay, so to come out of this, we're going to turn all the way over to our right and take yourself up to a sitting position, pushing through your hands. Good. We don't need the band on here, so feel free to do your band. Okay, so finally, if you're sitting, let's say you're sitting on a couch or at your desk, and maybe you want to have a hot water bottle, a hot bag, a heating pad. You can also help yourself a little bit by doing that massage. So you're almost making a semicircle. So it kind of comes from the lower part of the rib cage around to the center, almost like the center of the belly, a little bit above the belly button here. And then doing this only once, then you're going to take it the other way. So we're not going to repeat, so you could spend as much time as you want on each section, but don't go backwards. Good. So other things you can do when you're feeling constipated, gassy, bloated, is make hot water drinks first thing in the morning, a little bit of lemon in about a quarter cup of hot water. That is helpful. Other hot drinks, some herbal teas, probably peppermint if you want to burp, if you feel like it's higher up and you want to burp it up. Things more like I chamomile if you want to soothe the belly, and just doing some things that feel like they're comforting and soothing to get rid of that yucky, bloated, miserable, tight belly feeling. So let me know how it goes. Namaste.